We currently live in a time now where the power of the mind and consciousness is routinely being explored. There have been thousands of case studies, brain scans, and experiments done to prove the powerful effects consciousness can have in our physical reality. The power of this technology has been creating breakthroughs in various industries, with health and wellness being the main one right now. Ordinary people from all walks of life are healing themselves from illness and disease that the medical industry once considered impossible. This is mainly due to the many thought-provoking leaders, such as Dr. Joe Dispenza, who have been empowering the world with conscious creation. It's only about time that this technology is introduced to other industries. So today, I'm going to focus on one many would also consider impossible: finance. There are two types of trading styles available to us in this industry. We have the systematic approach, where certain criteria in the market have to be met in order for us to execute a trade. And we have the discretionary style of trading, where we focus on the current market conditions and take trades based on what we believe is going to occur due to various confluences. Within these styles of trading, there are three approaches one can take to position themselves for success in the markets: swing trading, day trading, and scalping. What separates them is the length of time each approach has in regards to anticipating a move to occur in the market. Swing traders can hold trades for weeks to months. Day traders tentatively hold trades on an hourly to daily basis, and scalpers look for quick trades that range from seconds to minutes. As humans, we try to make every activity we take part of as efficient as possible. Innovation is in our nature, and that's why algorithmic trading was birthed, with the majority of them focused on the systematic style of trading, as the approach itself requires no emotion, just a specific set of criteria that have to be met in order to enter and exit a trade. On the other hand, with discretionary trading, it is quite flexible. You could theoretically take a trade based solely off of emotion, intuition, and perhaps even subconscious learning lessons you've taken from past experiences in the market, similar to muscle memory. But of course, as you can imagine, this is where the gray area begins. Can you solely trade on intuition and be profitable? Is there a way to consciously create consistent profits in the market? The answer is yes. And the ability to foresee future market moves and conditions is real. Moving forward, let's clarify something. I am a strong believer in intuitive trading because it works. And if it didn't, I of course wouldn't be making this video. But you haven't witnessed and experienced what I have, so I completely understand your perspective and apprehensions. That's why I'm going to show you the power of this technology and prove to you that it works. For the sake of this video, I took it upon myself to take part in a $50,000 challenge from a popular proprietary firm, and solely used what I would define as consciousness technology to pass the requirements necessary to manage the $50,000. 10% was required to be made in a month span, 5% was a max loss I could incur in a day, and I needed to participate in the market for 10 days, meaning I had to open a trade on 10 separate days during the month of the challenge. Pretty easy, right? Well, the statistics from the firm show that only 8% of people who participated in the challenge passed, meaning if I was able to successfully get through this challenge, I would be a part of the top percentile considered profitable in the markets, which should prove that consciousness technology is real. But before I get into the results from the challenge, what do I mean when I say consciousness technology? How do I trade using this? How can you trade using this? Well, I entered trades solely based on intuition, meaning anything that felt right, whether that be a visualization I received when meditating, an emotional pull or trigger to enter or exit a trade, or any other similar synchronicities. What helped me gain access to these intuitive emotions was meditating. I would first view the current market conditions on my phone or computer, sit down, meditate, and state my intention of knowing what was going to occur in the market. I would either receive a visualization in my mind of what was going to occur, or I would open my eyes and have complete clarity of where the market was going to go when I viewed the chart. If neither of those occurred, then I wouldn't enter a trade. I learned about stating my intention when meditating specifically from a seminar I attended, which was hosted by Dr. Stephen Greer, who was the first person I learned about consciousness technology from, and who was also the first person who mentioned the first hedge fund who used this technology publicly. The name of the fund was Delphi Associates, and they were able to anticipate the price of silver 9 weeks in a row and made $120,000 in 1984. The Wall Street Journal recognized this achievement and published an article on the feat. A more modern example I found is from a trader named John Moulton, who's also known as Rambo. He's been trading for over 40 years and is a big supporter of trading intuitively. He alone accounted for 15% of the entire market volume in Australia. And in one of his interviews, he mentions how he trades. He goes into a meditative state, keeping his eyes open but not actively analyzing his screen in the current market, therefore letting his subconscious do the work. When he exits the state of meditation, he states that he knows what to do and takes trades based solely on the information he learned in that state. This is pure intuitive trading, consciousness technology at work. So, we covered how the trading would be done, as well as examples of those with similar ideologies applying the technology. Now, we go over the $50,000 challenge itself and the results. As you can see, within 3 trading days out of the 10, I was able to get the 10% profit requirement for the challenge. All of these trades I called it on Twitter, so the timestamps couldn't be infringed. And if anyone wanted to go and study the trades itself, it's all publicly available. But as mentioned, there was no in-depth analysis done with these trades. I took them solely based on intuition and visualizations of future market conditions I would receive when in a meditative state. Is this technique only applicable to myself? No. Consciousness technology is available to all of us. The biggest thing is the additional introspective elements we have to consider that a lot of people tend to overlook. Do you view yourself as someone who's capable of making this amount of money in a short period of time? Do you believe you're worth it? Can you detach yourself from the outcome of the trade? How does your environment define you? How important is it for you to make this money? Trading itself is an introspective journey. When you're able to change your identity and flip the script you have for yourself, you can truly accomplish anything you desire, as you'll become a conscious creator. And that's what I wanted to show you today. For now, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a like and subscribe if you want to join me as we trailblaze the financial industry. If you have any questions, hit me up on Twitter or in the comments below. I'm more than happy to help. Take care.